Hello, 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 everyone. Mary Lou Andre back with another edition of Beyond Dressing Well Live. Welcome, everyone. I miss you guys. It's been 2 weeks, and we have been busy behind the scenes here, and we have a brand new program. Tonight's program is all about how to build capsule wardrobes, and we have a very special guest that's going to come on and help us visualize different capsule wardrobes with her collection. But before I bring Julie Palmer up, and Julie is a client and a dear friend, and she's also a cattle rancher by day and a fashionista by night. So you are just going to love Julie's story. You're going to love her side hustle, her beautiful clothing collection, and we're going to talk all things capsule wardrobe. But before I bring her on, just a couple of announcements, and I also wanted to just do a very high level overview and definition of capsule wardrobing, because so many people ask us what it is, and there's many different interpretations. So we have a very unique interpretation of capsule dressing. So I'd like to explain that before I bring Julie up. But before we do that, just a couple of announcements. Our summer session of 90 Days to Dressing Well Mastery starts June 12th. Our current cohort, our April cohort, is halfway through the program right now. And interestingly enough, they are on the building that capsule wardrobe this week. So the timing of the show, it actually wasn't planned, but we were kind of laughing on our team meeting that all the stars were aligning. I wanted to get Julie on the show, and she has a capsule wardrobe business. You guys have always been asking a lot of questions about it. And then our Dressing Well Mastery, our Dressing Well method, actually step number 3 in our 5-step process is all about building that base wardrobe, refreshing your capsule. So it was just really great timing. So if you are interested in getting in on that program, I'm going to again do some definitions. But if you're somebody that really wants to dig into capsule wardrobing and really own the concept, that program is where you want to be. We also have some great prizes tonight. Julie has donated this really great little pickleball top. One of her capsules is a pickleball capsule, so we'll get into that in a little bit. And she also has donated this awesome sweatshirt. It's one of those one size fits all. Don't you love how the white and the blue? This is one of the pieces for Julie's collection, the top I have on. So we are capsuling out over here tonight with a lot of good bonuses. And all you have to do to be eligible to win one of these bad boys, and the cotton is so soft, is to book a call on Sarah's calendar. We are getting ready for June here, and everybody in this community can get a complimentary connect call with Sarah. So if you'd like to win the pickleball tee, Julie, I'm going to be ordering one of these for me too, or the sweatshirt, just get on Sarah's calendar so that she can give you a style consult. And if you want to learn a little bit more about our programs, that's great. But summer is coming, and it's a really great time of year. We're calling the new cohort the Summer of You. Sarah came up with that, and we're running with it. But that's really my update. We also have a great cheat sheet tonight. I can never say that, cheat sheet. And all you have to do is put that in the comments, and Sarah will get that for you as well. We're doing that a little bit differently. The cheat sheet is actually our best 10 tips for building a capsule wardrobe. It is an awesome document, and all you have to do is Sarah will send you the link. It's on our website right now. We're getting ready to launch our new website, so everything is being stored over there. She'll send you a link, and it's also a way for us to make sure we have your email address so that when the website launches, we have fresh emails. If you already get our emails, no worries. Our new supersonic system will catch that. But if you're not already on on our mailing list, it's a way for you to sign up for that as well. And we send the blog post out once a month. We send lots of styling information. So if you're not on our email list, you probably want to be. So those are my announcements. So before I bring in Julie, and again, introduce you to her and have her share a little bit about her background and introduce us to her company, which is Storyline Collection. And Sarah's going to get the chats up in the group for all of you. I just wanted to define capsule dressing and give you a couple of ways that we practice it that I think will be easy to grasp. So the first thing is, whenever I hear the word capsule wardrobe, I immediately think of simplicity. And as you know, that is a big brand promise over here. We try to really break down the trends in a way that it's easy for you to implement. We also love to give you steps about building and rebuilding a wardrobe in a way that is super easy and allows you to enjoy everyday style, leave the house feeling better than ever. So capsule wardrobing is actually having a few pieces that talk to each other in just the right way so that you get many looks from a few pieces. So when I started this company many moons ago, there was nothing, business casual wasn't even around. Most of my clients were professional men and women, and most of the work that I was doing back then was really helping them build awesome work wardrobes. And over the years, I should have stock in Theory, Anne Klein, Dana Buckman, Talbot's, St. John. Those were my go-to brands, depending on who the person was, what their budget was, what their figure was, what their job was, to build out that capsule wardrobe. And when I think of capsule wardrobing, and I gave this a ton of thought today because this is a brand new topic for us on this program. And again, I want to give you advice that's really easy to grasp. I think of 5 items, and I don't even know where I came up with that. It wasn't like when I used to get in my car and go visit people at their homes and dive into their closet. It wasn't even that somebody told me anything about capsule wardrobing, to be quite honest. It just was so intuitive to the work that we do here day in and day out. And I remember that back then, so there's a lot of ways to tackle this, but 5 items of clothing that connect to one another, whether it's work or play or fabric or color or travel. There's lots of different reasons to build a capsule wardrobe. I remember going into people's homes, and you guys know our 5-step methodology. Step number 1 is assess your lifestyle. So I remember just asking a ton of questions about how the person worked, what their job was, what they did on the weekends, just to get an idea of the clothes that they needed. Then step 2 was all about being organized. So I would go in and see what they had. And of course, a big part of that process for us is eliminating what shouldn't be there. And then step number 3 is really about looking at that base, looking at the different capsules, noticing what needs to be refreshed. We fold in our 4 good F words in step number 3, which is fit, fabric, function, and flair, in that order. So again, getting clear on what somebody's lifestyle is, getting them super organized, helping them get rid of things that no longer work, and then looking at what's left. And all of you can do this. And then step number 3 was then casting a fresh eye. Okay, what's missing? And my brain always went to that capsule wardrobe. And again, I didn't know it was a capsule wardrobe. I didn't really use that word 30 years ago. And then I would bring the 4 good F words in, and I would say, what fits? And for women, the fit is petite, missy, tall, plus, in a combination. Then I would say what brands worked best for them in terms of fit, functionality, budget. And that's where I would really start to focus on that capsule wardrobe. So I hope that makes sense. And I'll come back to the different capsules. But back in the day, and again, we're going back before business casual, I was always focused on somebody having a black pant, skirt, little shell, like what I have on. This top is from Julie's collection. Isn't it pretty? So a pant, a jacket. I think I bought more black pantsuits than any person on this planet. The dress, if I could get them in the same, they always had to kind of be close in fabric. If I could get them in the same brand, great. But I remember like when I would go shopping for people, that's what I would be looking for first, just because I was trying to build the base so that they could then add signature style. And if you're somebody that's looking in that closet saying, I have thousands of dollars worth of clothes and I still can't get dressed, oftentimes it's because you haven't refreshed your base. And then, as many of you know, especially those that who have been in our 90-day program, we consider accessories, our philosophy when it comes to wardrobe building, capsule building, is the next thing you do is you use accessories to really give those base pieces signature style. And then the last piece of our process is shopping. It's knowing where to go to get the things you need to, again, leave the house feeling your personal best. We are in the confidence and the energy business. And I'm not necessarily somebody that needs to have a whole bunch of clothes. I have clients that like a very minimal capsule, and I have others that I remember working with Christina Larson. If you're on the line, hello, Christina. She had so many clothes, and she was somebody that came into my world in the summertime. And she was an administrator at a hospital. She dressed beautifully every day. And we had her navy capsule, her black capsule, her going to Newport capsule, which was more nautical. So capsules can be color. They can be a vibe, like nautical, maybe boho. They can be fabrics, like this blue that I have on is a beautiful fabric. Julie's going to show you some of the other pieces that go with it. But these are my standard black kind of athleisure wear. And this new top I just got from Julie goes beautifully with it because the fabrics connect. So I hope that frames this conversation. We're going to do the show and tell when Julie comes on. But a lot of times we start with black. Why? It's less memorable. It hides wear and tear. You can do a lot with black. And then we build out capsules. And we have some people that just want a very simple black capsule that they can wear in different ways all the seasons. And we have other people that want to work with different colors. I sometimes will do a cream capsule. I just did a cream capsule for myself. I've got a pair of cream jeans. I have a cream windbreaker. I have cream shells. And that's how you do it. And the last thing that I'll say on capsule before I bring Julie on is over my career. So when I first started, I was really focused on helping people with work wardrobes. Then business casual came into the picture, and it was still kind of the same concept. It was just helping people be more relaxed. So instead of a jacket, it might have been a cardigan sweater over a sleeveless black dress, or a black cardigan sweater over a hot pink dress. It may have been loafers instead of pumps. So once you get the basics down, then you use the accessories. And again, we include tops and shells, and we include a lot in accessories because of the way that they can change the outfit. So once business casual came in, I was often helping people with their business professional look. I think we called it traditional back then business casual. Then, of course, in the last couple of years, athleisure wear was so hot, and people were like, were you still working in the pandemic? And I was like, absolutely, because we were building capsule wardrobes with athleisure wear. So even the pants that I just showed you all, those came into my wardrobe in the pandemic, and I can dress these up with a pair of heels. I can dress them down with a pair of sneakers. So today where we're at, and Julie's going to really illustrate this with her great stuff, is it's more of a hybrid. People want I find a lot of people that we work with really want to get through their closet, really get rid of a lot, and then refresh their base, and then add a color that they love, add some accessories, shoes that are comfortable, and they might want to go play pickleball and then run a meet a friend for lunch. And oftentimes it's the same base wardrobe. It's just how you dress it up. So I thought about my opening today. I hope that this makes sense. You can have one capsule, you can have many capsules, you all know that I'm a big traveler. I have my travel capsule that I usually wear on an airplane, and Julie's going to show us a couple of more looks. So without further ado, Leah, can you bring Julie on? And I'm getting a message from Sarah. Please put cheat sheet. This top, by the way, it has two necklines. You can wear it as the crew neck, like I'm doing, and then the back, it's got a V-neck. And it's this really great fabric, and it doesn't cling, so it's super pretty. But if you would like the cheat sheet tonight, our core philosophy, our 10 best tips are in that cheat sheet. I think you're going to really like it. Put cheat sheet in the chat, and Sarah will get that out to you. And if you would like to be put in the drawing for this super cute, super soft, you know me, I love the green too, and the butterflies are everywhere. We're going to be raffling this off, and all you have to do is get your calendar in that chat. Is just book time to chat with Sarah, and we're going to get that away, and also the beautiful sweatshirt that Julie donated. And look, it's on her mannequin. Julie, hello. How are you, my friend?
I'm good.
Great. Tell everybody where you're calling in from.
With Pickleball, right?
Yeah. But where are you, before we get started with the clothes, let's just have a little chat about you and your fascinating background. Julie is from Nebraska, and tell our audience what you do during the day.
I work alongside my husband and my son, and I might be in a tractor or we might be working cattle. So this year was many, many hours in the tractor because we had a lot of snow this year.
And Julie is I always say Julie's a cattle rancher by day and a fashionista whenever she can be. And Julie, tell them a little bit about how you and I got to know one another.
Well, actually, I followed Mary Lou for, I don't know, it's probably been 20 plus years, and she would always come out with 10 tips twice a year. And I would just wait for those to come out. And I mean, like, I would go looking for them, and then I would implement whichever ones that I felt I could or would work into my area. So I would implement 2 or 3 of them, probably each season, maybe 4. And they were just really fun to follow. So I just followed her from afar for a long, long time. Then I got to do it, well, you know, with the lives and everything, you could watch her, and then she invited you to get on her calendar. And I'm like, why don't I try that? So I got on her calendar, and then I went and did the training.
You were one of our first 90 Day to Stellar Style gals. We just changed the name of that program to 90 Days to Dressing Well Mastery to have it be more branded with our firm. But yes, Julie was one of our first 90-day gals.
So, and that was very, very interesting. I probably should take it again and learn more. But
yeah, so Julie just has a fashion for passion. And when we got on our call, and again, jump on my calendar or Sarah's, we love meeting our community. And when I was talking to Julie, it just made sense for her to join that program. And she and I have been connected ever since. And tell us about, before we get to the show and tell, which we know everybody's waiting for, tell us about Storyline. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Storyline is it's very much what you just described, the mix and match capsule wardrobe. It was founded by Amy Lamphere out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and she works with a designer, and Sunil Ramchandani, and he's out of New York, and they have both been in the fashion industry. I can't even tell you how many years. So just to say, they know what they're doing. They know capsule wardrobes, and they have worked with their fabrics. The two fabrics we have are a signature liquid jersey and a signature tech fabric. And the top you have on is the liquid jersey, and when you grab your hero jacket, that's the tech fabric, which is moisture wicking and antimicrobial. I have a hard time saying that. So, but the hero, yes, the hero jacket is probably my top favorite, and the top thing I like to work with my customers on that they need first. So it has a double zipper, has a zipper garage, so it can zip up, or like if you're sitting in a meeting, you can zip it from down below. It's a little longer in the back, so it can cover if you know, gives you a little bit of coverage in the back. And if you'll notice, the pockets are slanted just a little bit, just to help with the eye. You know, they're not the straight across. They give you a little bit of a slant.
Yeah. And they fit your pickleballs.
Oh, nice.
And of course, I just love this color and yellow. I just want to wear yellow with it, the pickleballs. And I got my yellow earrings on, Julie, just for you. And I love when I have fabrics like this. I have this in black. I bought this in black from Julie. My sister took it from me. But I have, when I first met Julie, I bought the hero jacket in black. It's super comfortable. It's the price point. How much is what is it?
$129.
$129. And then I bought the pants. That's how you build a capsule wardrobe, by the way, guys. So for me, I bought the black hero jacket, the black pants, and then I just bought the blue from Julie. Because it'll go with the black, it'll go with white jeans. And I love to have a strong accent color, and blue is definitely my color this year. And you all know I love yellow, and we're going to get into pickleball, but just to give you some feedback, this is just a great fabric that anybody could wear. And your sizes go to XXL?
Some extra small or small to 2XL.
Okay.
And if you notice the sleeves also have the thumb hole, so you can turn them up or you can turn them under.
Yep. Great. All right. So Julie, you don't have a tremendous amount of pieces in your collection, which I actually like because I don't think it's overwhelming. Your branding is really great. So when you buy, this was on the jacket, it tells you. It's funny, you guys do the 5 pieces too. I'm a 5-piece girl when I build a capsule. So it lists like the 5 pieces. The one piece that I didn't get yet from Julie that I talked to her about having is she also has a sweater in this color. Really pretty sweater that you can tie. What's that called, Julie?
That cardigan, and that's what I'm wearing
right now. Okay. Oh, and show them how you tie it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my pickleball in my hand.
Yeah, and it comes what Julie has on comes in this pretty blue color too.
Wear it kind of down like a kind of a waterfall cardigan.
Yep.
You can give it a tie right here. Let it, be down at your waist.
Yes. Go back, stand back a little bit, Julie. Okay. Walk back. We can't see it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's such a great item. I love that.
Quite a few ways to wear it. You can tie it at the end, put it over your head, and have kind of your waterfall up here. You can twist it and put it over your neck. You can turn it around, wear it backwards, and wear it more as a top. Bring it around.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to wear the wrap cardigan. So
okay, Sarah is getting these links up in the chat. I love supporting women-owned businesses. I love Julie. So if any of you are in need of refreshing right now, it would mean a lot to me if you supported Julie. So these are great fabrics. I've got them on, and Julie is a entrepreneur from Nebraska who's been part of our world for a really long time. Okay, so do you want to dive into pickleball, or do you want to do the other pieces first? Totally your
Let's
call.
do pickleball.
Okay.
I wanted to show. So there's
put in the chat if you play pickleball. Let's see how many of our folks play pickleball.
Gargo blue.
Okay. That's the piece that I have too, Julie. Yep. Oh, you're frozen, Julie.
Am I still frozen?
I can hear you, but you're frozen, but you can keep talking.
Okay. So, and this is the pickleball dress that they have.
Oh, I love it.
A little bit of swing to it. It has pockets. And right now, if you purchase that little dress, it comes with, I had my stuff all lined out here. Comes with a little pair of shorts. I know. I put them under.
You sent me the shorts. Julie sent me the shorts.
The dress comes with a little bit different pair of, they're a Danskin little legging.
Awesome. So that pickleball, by the way, you're a little bit fuzzy there on the screen, Julie. It's got a beautiful butterfly pattern, correct?
Yes.
Really
yes.
pretty.
And
Sarah
this is the
website. Sarah, put the website in the chat so people can see the things online as well. Okay, go ahead, Julie.
The white hero jacket, just like what Mary Lou has on, only in white. I have it shown with the turnaround top like Mary Lou has on in the black. But I wanted to show, of course, these are our perfect shorts. So we have perfect shorts, perfect leggings, and the perfect pant. And the perfect, all of these can be worn dressed up or casual.
Okay. Awesome. So that's what I was talking about before, is that we really are in kind of a hybrid moment where people are not wearing their thicker, kind of more formal fabrics. They want, but they're sick of being in just like regular sweatpants and leggings. So when you can get fabrics like this that don't wrinkle, that go in the wash and give you a lot of looks with a couple pieces, especially if anybody out there is, we're coming into our really big travel season. Julie, I didn't realize you had this jacket in white. That's cool.
And so on the perfect pant, you'll want to notice on the back, it's designed to give your fanny a nice look. So it's almost like magic. So you have to see it to believe it. You have to see it on. But that's one feature of the perfect pant.
Okay. So again, put in the chat, if you'd like the cheat sheet. Sarah is collecting names, and if you want to get one of the giveaways, just get on Sarah's calendar. Keep going, Julie.
So, and this is just the white jacket with the tank that very like pretty. What you have.
Yeah.
So
very pretty.
Just to show that.
So share how you got involved with the company. You told me that you were doing jewelry first, Midwest
jewelry. Did jewelry for years and years and years and years. And I had so many people say, I want the clothes that you show your items, your jewelry on. So I looked for a clothing company and landed on Storyline. So just real quick, you talk about travel. So you talk about you shop every Wednesday for us. And so I decided I was going to shop today. I made it fit in my just a little carry-on bag. I cannot remember how many pieces I got in here, but you could dress for several days. And I'm just going to pull these out real quick. I made myself put in my makeup and my deodorant, all the things. So, and I think I could get a pair of shoes in here. So made sure my pajamas were in there.
And you're showing us how you can get a whole
turnaround dress.
That's the turnaround dress. So the turnaround dress has two different necklines, which we're big fans of. I have so many of these pieces. I pulled my capsule wardrobe together here, Julie. It's so funny. I have this dress. I have a very similar dress that you can wear 2 ways. And again, you can wear it with this jacket. You can wear it with that cardigan.
Right,
The key is the fabric. Go ahead.
I'm just going to take them out as I have them. Okay, the one of my favorite pants right now is the straight leg pant. It's the liquid jersey fabric also, but I have been very impressed with how it elongates the leg. The straight leg pant does. I feel like when I put them on, look in the mirror before I go to church or wherever I go, I'm like, oh, I think I got taller, and so it's just a nice elongating of the leg. Put in my V-neck tee, which I just realized the other day, the V-neck tee can be worn frontwards and backwards.
Okay. So you have the same top I have on, the one you have on now. You're just wearing it.
I have the V-neck tee.
Yeah. And I'm wearing it as a crew neck.
You're wearing the turnaround top.
Oh, the turnaround top. You're wearing the V. Okay. And if somebody was interested in becoming a consultant, they could contact you as well, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay. So Julie, again, she's got her full-time job on the ranch, which cracks. I just love it, Julie. I can see you out there driving the tractor. And then she's got this little boutique in her house, and her friends come over and they play with the clothes, play with the jewelry. And Julie's able to order them really nice things that are affordable and durable.
And so you mentioned fit, function, flair, and fabric, and all of those, they fit right into what storyline does. And fit, not size. So of the straight leg pant, I might wear a medium, I might wear the large, and I might wear the extra large, depending on how I want it to look. And the medium I would get in the short length, and that would be an ankle pant for me.
Okay, well, we're coming up at 7:30, Julie. Sarah is getting all of your information in the chat. Check out Julie's collection. It's really cool. I love learning about fun things. What is your favorite piece in the collection?
The hero jacket, without a doubt.
The one that I have on. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. I'm going to be wearing this a lot here in New England. It gets a little chilly.
Come fall, it will be the duster dress.
Okay. And that's your jewelry that you wear with it?
That I like to wear my turquoise jewelry with my duster dress.
Awesome. Okay, so Julie, I am so glad that we finally made this happen. We've been talking about it for a while. Can you also, just before we end, tell anyone that might be interested in the 90-day program, like what was the best part for you?
Just getting it all to work together. And how the 1/3, 2/3, that really resonated with me, that not to cut yourself in half.
Okay. Explain that to people so they know what you're talking about.
So you want to give yourself the look of 1/3 or 2/3, or else 2/3 and 1/3. So like this wrap cardigan with it down like this would give me like the 2/3 look and the 1/3 to the bottom.
Okay, so she's talking about 2/3 at the top and then only showing 1/3 at the bottom. Okay.
And not cutting you right in half.
And you worked with Jen Coletti, didn't you? Was Jen your stylist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Putting your outfits together each season was another huge thing. So take some time before each season and put some outfits together so that you're ready to go out the door.
And the pictures probably helped you as well. Was the pictures helpful too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So back in the day when I was learning how to be a presenter, I got really great advice. I took an amazing class way long time ago with Toby Decker. And he said that people learn in 5s and 3s. So all of our programs really do center around those themes. When we talk about our dressing well methodology, it's 5 steps. It's all about having a simple approach. When we work in that program, we have people take 5 pictures of outfits every 2 weeks, because we're trying to get that, by the time they leave the program, we want them to have complete outfits. And then Sarah, who does an incredible job leading that program, she's able to just teach the philosophy and the methodology, and then in real time do a lot of show and tell like we do. So if you're somebody that's been on the live for a while and you really like this advice, what the program does is it really brings it all together for you. The secret sauce is not only the methodology, but it's the stylist time. You get assigned a stylist, so you have private one-on-one time. And then most of the people that leave that program, since we switched it up with the Facebook group, they just love the community. So I was just thrilled to meet Julie. I hadn't known Julie was in my world for 20 years, getting my emails, but finally got to connect with her and give her a great experience. And now we're working together, and I'm just trying to help Julie with her business. It's a lot when you have a full-time job and then you're doing this on the side. But Julie, I'm just so happy for you that you've been able to take your passion for clothing and turn one of the rooms in what I imagine to be your beautiful ranch and invite your friends over and have a side career that brings you so much joy. And I know it brings you joy because you and I are in contact a lot. And you're just a joy, Julie. You really are. So
Thank you, Mary Lou.
you're so welcome. We'll have you back again when the seasons change out. But again, please just visit Julie's website and take a look. Do that for me. And if you are interested, again, when I hear people say I have nothing to wear, it's usually because they are missing that capsule wardrobe. And if you really want to have a simple approach to dress, yes, Julie's collection does it well, but go through your closet first. See what you have for pants. See what you have for layering pieces, dress, skirts, and then start to top those pieces off. Bring a color in that makes your heart happy. Be mindful of the fabrics and how they talk to each other. But brands like Storyline Collection help you do the capsule wardrobing very easy, because they have the pieces that already have the right dye lots that work together. And again, a lot of it is the fabric. And I'm so happy that I found you and found out about this company. So Julie, I'll be back in touch with you and all of you. We have another brand new program next week. We're going to finish May, and I can't believe it's Memorial Day weekend. We're going right into summer with our Let's Bust Some Style Myths. So we'll have 7 brand new summer style myths that we'll be busting next week. I hope you can join us. And the week after that, I can't remember what we're doing, but it's something fun. Yeah, so definitely get that note up in the chat if you'd like the cheat sheet. And please join me in the chat thanking Julie for her time and bringing us all her beautiful collection. Okay, everybody. See you later. Julie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
it was
you so
fun.
much, Leah. And Leah, thank you for being over here with us doing the tech. Sarah, thank you so much for manning the Facebook group. And you guys know what we always say: when you show up, we show up. And we're so excited to be back and bringing you our full lineup of June programming starting next week. Okay, have a great Memorial Day weekend, everybody. See you later. Bye.